Should be live. Get my chat up so I can chat with y'all. It's been a couple weeks, so it's been a little bit. We got some comments to go over. All right, I think we're official. Wait for a couple people to get on in, and then we'll get started. This is the MLH Comment Show for sure. There we go. Morning, John. First one in. Nice to have you. Appreciate you. We've got some comments to go over. So I'll wait, like I said, for a couple of people to get on in. Still no car. But I did get a call from... What's up, Jen? Nice to have you in here. I did get a call from the dealer. But it wasn't the call that I was hoping for. Kip, good morning. How are you doing? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? How you doing, Kip? How you doing, Jen? I mean, it's a wonderful day in Denver. It's going to be in the upper to mid 90s, hot. We're closer to the sun, so it makes it feel like hell. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3. I'll wait for one more person to come in, then we'll get started. Lots of lively comments in those couple of weeks. Razor, welcome. Wonder what Bernie B is commenting on. Wait, it's MLH show. Hey, MLH. What's up, Razor? Nice to have you. Standing Tall, welcome. Be in the Denver area in a couple of weeks. Standing Tall, cool, man. Maybe we can hook up, meet each other. That would be cool. I always enjoy meeting the MLH monsters and other people in the community. So yeah, give me a ring, man. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. I don't want to delay anything. I want to go through these as quick as possible. I got lots to do today, so let's do this. Everybody, welcome to the MLH Comment Show for the 19th of August, 2023. I, of course, am MLH. Welcome everybody in. Standing Tall, Razor, John DeNicola, Kip LA, Jen Wow. Who am I missing? Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. My mod should welcome anybody coming on in. I think we're going to have a lively show today, if not quick, even though there's tons of comments because I missed last week because my lovely keyboard decided to die, and so that was $100 expense on my account. But we're here, and hopefully we can keep this show rolling. You know, we may miss a week here and there, but you know, it's as consistent as ever, I guess. But all right, let's transition on over to the comments here. Like I said, I've got 2 weeks of comments to go over, so without further ado, let's get to it. The bottom here, Mick T said, just commented because I could. Cheers from across the pond. Thank you very much, Mick T. I appreciate that. That's what keeps the comment show going, is even comments like that. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, I talked about the volunteer police deal. Michelle commented and say, volunteer police? No. Yeah, I agree, Michelle. It's if you guys haven't seen that video about the volunteer police force that they're going to do in Aurora, make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out K-Dot's channel for more info on that too. Michelle says, on my Proof DJ, K-Dot is an absolute legend video, which he is, said, my favorite intro. I love my intro too. I got to give credit where credit is due. Road Dogg created that intro, but I did pick the music specifically. So thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. She also says, denounce them, K-Dot. K-Dot is a beast, man. He was in that meeting, and you know, the city council meeting, and he gave it to him, boy. And he gave the mayor something a little special at the end. You guys got to watch that video. my K.Legend video. Unindoctrinated, welcome. Well, this is exciting. Welcome back, MLH. Exactly. I mean, 2 weeks without a comment show, it just didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like last Saturday, I was really bummed because, my keyboard it just died completely. I've got a Mac, so I've got one of those Apple Magic keyboards. They only last I don't know what the half-life is, but it must have just got to the end of its life, and that was it. Yes, smash the like button if you haven't already, peeps. Got 12 people in there now. All right, Gimmickless News on 2 week ago comment show says number 24 on the likes. Thanks, Gimmickless. Really appreciate that. More comments from Gimmickless. Says, you just like Cosmic Chi-Chis. I don't know what that means, but Cosmic Chi-Chi sounds okay to me, Gimmickless. Harry Nuts on my... I posted that we were going to do a hot tub on Bernie's channel, but then, of course, the keyboard died, so that didn't end up happening. But Harry was kind enough to comment, can't wait for this epic event. It will be epic on Tuesday. We'll be back on Bernie's channel on Tuesday. For an epic, actually a 2 week in the making epic hot tub. So make sure you check that out. Mick T, welcome. Nice to have you in there, bud, from across the pond. Bernie was excited, but I had to let Bernie down because the keyboard just bit the dust. Kip said he would be listening. Darn it, Bernie says.
Darn it.
Say it.
Darn it.
Bernie's in studio. All right. Kip LA says, working, but I'll be listening. I appreciate that. Even though we didn't pull off a hot tub, we will be back Tuesday, and I'm sure Kip, who's in chat, will be listening as well. Darlene Clark on my guy causing issue at a sub shop video, which you guys can check out on the channel. Thank you for handling this with class. It's funny. People were making funny, Jen, Ellie, about me picking up a broom, but the guy seemed kind of, I don't know, there was something off about this guy, so I did have a broom in my hand because it was the only thing that I could. I mean, it was a rinky-dinky broom, but trust me, I would have used it if I had to.
I want to see karate chop with a broom.
You wanted to see me karate chop with a broom?
I would have gotten excited.
I tried to avoid confrontation, Bernie. I don't get into all that. It was a pretty tense situation for a while there. You guys can check out that video. I did end up getting the guy out of the sub shop with a cookie and a Coke, which I ended up having to pay for, by the way. Bernie charged me for it, so direct all your hate towards Bernie. All right, Fab Daddy on the same video said mental illness is a real thing. There's no question that this guy had mental issues, and I felt really bad for him. He was definitely intoxicated. I could smell the alcohol on him. It was... I don't know. You guys got to check out the video. I did the best that I could.
I was like, yes.
Bill writes, I don't know what that means. Let's see what else. Jen sounds like Bernie told MLH keyboard to stop working since he controls Bernie. I don't control Bernie. How dare you?
I control his beautifulness.
No, that's not true. But
I pin him down and give him kisses.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mick T says, like Keeman McDowell's in Coming to America. Yeah, pretty much, Mick T. I did. I had, but see, that was a mop. I had a broom. Unindoctrinated said that was intense. Thank you for watching that video, Unindoctrinated. It's really important that people actually watch the videos that I produce. I mean, I know I haven't been producing a lot lately because I don't exactly have a car yet, which I did get. I don't know if it's good news, but I should have it by the end of the month, latest 1 week into September, somewhere around there. So the guy called me from the dealership and said that he's going on vacation for the next 5 days, but he did turn over all his files to another salesman, so I won't miss out and all that. So I thought it was pretty nice of the salesman to actually call me and tell me that he's going to be out for the next 5 days. So we'll see. I'm hoping this week or maybe even next week, I don't know, but I sorely need a car. And once I get that car, I'll be doing some of the things that I used to do, if not as frequently. Like homeless outreach is going to have to be like relegated to once or twice a month because I mean, I can't afford to go out every day and, on my own accord and buy all the stuff that it takes to make sandwiches or whatever and feed people. So I don't exactly, make a ton of money. I mean, those YouTube millions aren't rolling in. You know what I'm saying? So, but I will get out there and do the things that you guys love. So, just not quite as frequent. I will be doing runs, Colfax runs again. I want to get back to the roots of the channel, but it all hinges on getting a car.
Ooh,
So-
retro hot tub.
What?
Retro hot tub.
Yeah, maybe we can do a retro hot tub. That would be really fun. Old guy Mitch, what's up? Nice to have you in here. Bill of Rights, welcome. Let's see. What else we got? The cookie and the Coke were sacrificed by the recipients. Yeah, they were. They were, John. Thanks for watching the video for sure. Alan B., our good friend from across the pond, another of our good friends from across the pond. I know Mick T's in chat. Says, how you stayed calm was excellent work. I tried to as much as I could. He was getting to the point of aggressiveness. And on the fly, I just decided, you know what, I can afford to buy a cookie and a Coke if that's what it takes to get him out of the shop. He ended up throwing the cookie and Coke. Like he threw the Coke at the truck that I'm borrowing, and it spurted into oblivion. And then the cookie got thrown on the floor. But here's a little secret: I picked up the cookie afterwards because it was wrapped in like cellophane. And I ate it. That's just from me to you guys. That was the fate of that cookie, and ended up in my belly. I wasn't gonna waste it, man. It was wrapped. I mean, he threw it on the ground, so shit.
It was literally a crumble cookie.
Yeah, it was literally a crumble cookie, exactly. Nunya Business said, who's always on the hot tub, does a great job. Says, great job, MLH. Glad you and Bernie are safe. Hopefully this guy gets some help. I thought about the situation after, and that guy actually, I think I saved this guy a world of hurt because the cops told Bernie, which, by the way, there's a whole story about it, and I'm going to continue pursuing some, I want to get the body cam footage, and I also want to give you a rundown on what happened after, because I don't think I did a really good job. I didn't have a video after, but I'm waiting to get some info. But the cops handled it pretty badly, and the dispatcher definitely handled it pretty badly. I don't know if I told you on that stream, but the dispatcher basically threatened Bernie and said that they were going to charge her with misuse of 911, which I thought was atrocious. But I'll find out who that dispatcher was, and I'll get that problem taken care of. Trust me on that. Next comment from Grams Beth says, well done. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, Grams. I wish I could be doing more right now, but like I said, it's all contingent upon me getting the car, and getting out and doing the things that I used to do a lot more frequently. I mean, this truck that I'm using takes up a lot of gas, so I have to pick and choose, and between driving Bernie back and forth to work and doing what I need to do during the day, it eats up way too much gas. I was used to, the old Prius, the green Prius that I was in, spending like $20 in gas. Not only did I more than double that, but I have to fill up more often. So it's like I'm paying 3 times as much for gas in this truck. So I can't be doing the runs, so it is what it is. Okay. Next comment from Johnny Bravo on my post about, letting you guys know that there was more to the story on that sub shop issue. Says, I'm sure they waited till you guys left and then arrested him for disorderly conduct. Probably. No, maybe they arrested him at the hospital, but they took him to the hospital, and I'm glad they did, because the cop said that they would have arrested him if he stayed in, which would have been the proper thing, because he was refusing to leave after business hours, not buying anything. So I'm glad I kind of saved the guy a world of hurt by getting him out of there. I'm not saying I'm a hero or anything, but I did get him out of there, and luckily I did, because he definitely would have been arrested, which who knows what they would have done, and I hate it, but it was just one of those situations, and so they probably put him on a 72-hour hold, I'm guessing, at the hospital 5150, something like that. I don't know. Just hoping that the guy got sober the next day, thought about what he did, and just stays away. Gimmickless says, great way of handling that situation. The guy has issues and is honestly crying out for help, which is why he was drunk and wanting the cops to be involved. Sadly, these issues won't be dealt with. See, this is a huge issue, Gimmickless. It's mental health all the way. I totally agree with you. And their mental health help is non-existent over there, even though they supposedly have a team of people. I mean, where? In Aurora, I've never seen them in action. In Denver, a couple of times I have, but the way they handle things in Denver is atrocious. So, there's lots of stuff that we need to talk about, and we will talk about in the coming months when I'm back out there, doing homeless outreach or doing comp watching or whatever. So there's just lots and lots to talk about. Standing Tall, who's in chat, says, I managed a firehouse subs for a while. LOL. That's cool, Standing Tall. Let's see. What else do we got? Okay. Let's continue on here. Canada is watching. My butt up in Canada says, great work, de-escalation on point, protected and saved Bernie B. That was the reason why I had the broom. I'm not afraid of confrontation. You guys have seen my videos. But I am peaceful. I like peaceful resolutions. I don't want anything to get out of hand. I don't need any of that.
He wanted to hurt me.
And he did want to hurt Bernie. He got in Bernie's face a couple of times. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was sitting out in the truck just waiting for Bernie to leave. We weren't even supposed to really be there, to be honest. But Bernie had decided to, as the general manager of that sub shop, decided to kind of pressure wash the floors and get things in order for the week and do extra cleaning and stuff. So that's why we were there. Gimmickless says an hour response time is due to many factors. A major one would be the defunding of police. No, Gimmickless, it's a little different in Aurora. They have plenty of police. It's a matter of priorities, and they have no real priorities in Aurora. It has nothing to do with defunding the police. As a matter of fact, I wish they would start over in Aurora. I'm not saying defund completely. I'm saying start over. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot to be, gathered by just observing and understanding what really is going on. Johnny Bravo, welcome to chat, man. Nice to have you in there. Let's continue on here. Keeper on my, post about, there's something even more deep going on in that sub shop story. Says, who did you throw Bernie's cookie at today? Keeper said. I didn't throw it, man. It was a homeless guy. I threw cheese at my assistant, Bernie says. Well, that's a whole different story. That was kind of funny. You guys were having a food fight, weren't you?
He threw salami at me.
He threw a salami at you? Bernie,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be handling other guys' meat.
Or was it pepperoni? I don't recall.
Well, either way, you're not supposed to be handling other guys' meat, Bernie.
I didn't touch it.
You didn't touch it? Okay. Wow. Okay. Gimmickless says, I can't agree with you about the guy not getting arrested. That's public intoxication, trespassing, and threatening behavior. You want that to stop, you have to have consequences. A few days in jail at the very least. Not punishing criminals will only affirm that they will just get away with it again. Here's the problem, Gimmickless, with mental health issues. Like, is that really a deterrent? Is going to jail really going to be a deterrent for this guy? I understand what you're saying, and normally I would agree. A normal person with no mental issues that causes some issues like that, then I it's just a mental health issue that I have a problem. Let's continue. Strictly Strange says MLH saves the day. I don't know if I saved the day, but I definitely de-escalated things a little bit, which is, I highly recommend everybody try to de-escalate situations. Okay, now here's a hate comment here, I guess. I don't know. I have to decipher the typing here. But it's from Abdullah Zizusuf 1819. Says, you nasty man. This old man, help him. We should be back. Are we back? Give me a 1 in chat if we're back. But this guy said, you nasty man. This old man, help him hive food and drink, which I can only assume means give him food and drink. Did you not watch the the video, Abdullah? Did you not watch the video? Thank you for the comment nonetheless, but I mean, watch the video all the way through, and then make your assumptions, I guess. Harry Nuts on the comment that I put about that video said, "Did you open the Coke while it was still shook up?" No, but the gentleman that threw it definitely shook it up, and it busted and went all over the place, man. So, Standing Tall says, MLH, you did an amazing job, F the haters. I mean, look, if he didn't watch I give him a little bit of credit. Maybe he didn't watch the whole video, 710. That's the thing. You got to watch the video, and then then you can make a good assumption. If I fucked up, then let me know, All right, Hippie Auditor, friend of the channel, says, I must catch one of these hot tubs. I absolutely love to sing. Not saying I'm good. Bring your earmuffs. Hey, anybody's welcome on Bernie's Hot Tub every Tuesday at 9 Eastern Time on Bernie's channel. Make sure you sub to Bernie. Matthew, welcome on in, man. MLH did it for the nookie. Come on, the nookie. Yeah. Homeless guy said, take that cookie and stick it up your ass. Yeah. Thanks for the Limp Bizkit reference, Matthew. I actually saw Limp Bizkit in concert, I'm embarrassed to say. But Stained was there, so that's what made up for it. Welcome on in, Matthew. Appreciate you. All right, let's move on here. Awesome job, MLH. I am happy says. Thank you for all you do. I don't need thanks. I just need you guys to comment and be my witnesses as I go on this YouTube journey. Which, by the way, we're inching up to 3,200. I think I'm gonna do a video once we get up to 4,000 and 5,000, but it's gonna be dependent on you guys, telling your friends, family. I'm not one to toot my own horn, but I mean, if you guys help me out by telling other channels, putting my links, if you're mods in other channels, that's the only way that this channel is gonna grow. I mean, my channel is nothing if not consistent when I actually have a car. So, Jen Well says, now where did that broom go? How dare you, Jen? How dare you, Jen? Jen got a kick out of me with the broom, as did everybody else. Nobody would have knew I had a broom if I didn't say. Or actually, the guy said it, I think. Bernie thought it was pretty sexy, so that's all that matters.
Hippie needs to come up. That would be fun.
Wait, what?
That would be fun if Hippie came up.
Yeah, if Hippie came up on the hot tub, that would be really fun.
I would like to see how dirty Hippie.
Yeah, I'm sure he could get dirty. All right, Jen Wow says, what did you do to make it stop working? The keyboard, Jen, it just died. That's all. It just died. I didn't do anything. Nastiness. Rosie Things, welcome. I'm using you as an excuse to take a break from yard work. Hell yeah, Rosie. Glad I could be of service to you. Johnny Bravo in chat gave me a what do they call that? Like a hang five motion, I guess. Emoticon. Thanks, Johnny, and welcome on into chat. Keeper of the List took the day off. What the hell, Bernie? I would like to make a complaint to the person in charge. Sorry, Keeper. Just technical difficulties with the keyboard, as I stated earlier. What are you putting on the keyboard during hot tub? Keeper says. Wouldn't you like to know, Keeper? Peachy 80 put some eyes in there. Welcome. Thanks for thanks for commenting. Blue Unicorn, good dude and a great singer, guys. He's a really underrated singer. I had other difficulties, so I had to cancel Sing Thingy again. He does play guitar and sing. He does a really bang-up job on Pat Benatar's Love is a Battlefield. You guys, every time you see him, tell him you want to hear that song. And make sure you sub to Blue Unicorns. Good dude. Very, very good dude. Gimmickless. I have an idea for the Twitch show. 80s rock bands. Ooh, that would be awesome, Gimmickless. By the way, I went over some of your comments, Gimmickless. Welcome on into chat. Harry Nutt says, I'll be twice as ready for next week, which is coming up Tuesday. So we got all the technical glitches out of the way. We're good to go. Keeper says, hit up the local telephone for a free one. Do it all the time. No, I have a Mac, so I mean I like wireless keyboards. If I tried to get a keyboard from the phone company, that would give me probably a wired piece of junk that I couldn't use. So, but thanks for the advice, Keeper. I really appreciate it. King Solomon says, they said Why are we so miserable and nosy? Okay, this is funny. This was a post that I put up. I was waiting for Bernie at her work, and I was playing Mama Said Knock You Out, you know, that old LL Cool J song. And this old couple walked by, and they got snooty. They looked at me like, what the fuck is that guy doing? And so I was thinking, what are they thinking? Like, and they started talking amongst themselves. I wonder what they were saying, so I had to share that with you guys. Bernie, tell MLH to keep the electronics out of the hot tub. Yeah, exactly, MLH. Or exactly, Matthew. Kip LA, who's in chat, they said, don't you dare stare. You better move. Don't ever compare. Yeah, that's what they were saying, Kip. I love it. I love that song, by the way. It's an oldie but goodie. Pelone says they said, hurry up, let's go, here comes trouble. Probably, man. I mean, it's funny, like, old people don't understand any type of music, really, unless it's like, you know, like Tony Bennett or some shit, you know, which, I mean, I can enjoy the classics along with new music. I'm not like one of these curmudgeon-y old people that says, oh, music ain't like it used to be, you know, that, I mean, that just makes you sound old, you know.
I say that.
I know you say that. You're an old curmudgeon, Bernie. Witchy Bitchy Nikki says, damn, that song makes me want to forget dinner and get to bed. Really? Mama Said Knock You Out? Really? Why? I wonder why. All right, let's see. Blue Unicorn on the same post said, they said Billy Ray Cyrus's version of this song is pretty good if you like that country rap. And then the other gal said, I'm not a fan of Billy Ray Cyrus. He kind of sucks. But then she said, oh, but his version of Mama Said Knock You Out is surprisingly good. So the other one said, well, when I get my phone charged, I'll check it out. But right now I'm saving my battery. Tony said he would call me. And then she said, Tony, oh my God, did you see what he was wearing at the club? And then the conversation devolved into something about their bras. In a nutshell. Wow, that was something else, Blue Unicorn. That's kind of crazy. And then Keeper laughed at that. That was a nice little anecdote, Blue Unicorn. Thanks for commenting, bud. What's Truth? Friend of the show said, they said, can't touch this. Dun, dun. That would be funny if that's what they were saying, man. That song is inferior to Can't Touch This. Maybe I'll play that next time. That'd be cool. Cajun Randy, welcome on in. Nice to have you. Rosie says, I'm old and I like most music. I agree. I'm not a huge fan of modern music, but there's a song or two in there that sounds pretty good. You know, I'm not gonna say everything sucks. You know, I hate that. Like, I mean, we all grew up that way. Our parents were like, that ain't music. Back in my day, you know, we had Elvis and Chuck Berry and all this. I'm like, okay, that's great. You know, I like all of that too, but my music's pretty good too. You know, I like all kinds of music. I'm mostly a rock guy, so you'll hear me listening to a lot of heavy metal, Metallica, Megadeth, all that stuff. But I like old school rap. I like R&B. I like jazz, smooth jazz especially. But like, you know, I mean, you just, I mean, be a little more eclectic. Go outside of your boundaries every once in a while. You know, Harry Nett says, I wonder if she needs help. Was what they were saying. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they were saying. Keeper of the List says, did he really say send Bernie back to work for 20 more minutes? I might have. No, I didn't say that, Keeper. And then the final comment, I posted, I do a video game show every Friday at 7 Eastern time on my other channel, RP Grinders, which has been going on for, you're not going to believe this, over 15 years. Little old podcast. So I've been on YouTube. You guys didn't know this, but I've been on YouTube for over 15 years. Says I love the tourneys. Yeah, I love the tourneys too. Let's see if we have any comments held for review here. No mean comments. Let's see if we got any mentions here. Horizon City News Service, which you guys should all check out, sent me a clip of Quentin Crisp collection on Letterman. I'll have to check that out after the show. Horizon Dragonette sent a video. Should not have escalated. It was for just a traffic ticket, in my opinion. Tell me yours. And it's a video which I haven't checked out, which I'll check out after the show. Dragonette says this was justified by the sheriff, but why did they have to pull him out of the car for no blinker? Well, I mean, it's what cops do. I'm not even gonna mention that comment. um, let's see. Harry Nutt says MLH is dealing with stuff on that. Yeah, I am, and I dealt with it. Jen Wow uh, shared out the last hot tub on 8/8. Thank you very much. Horizon City shared out FBI and Colorado Springs police sued for targeting and spying on racial justice protesters. And then you got the idiot that I'm not going to mention. Okay, and then Dragonette. 2 weeks ago, 60-year-old woman was shot after 911 call for a domestic dispute. Shot for having a knife. I haven't looked at that video either, but it's probably going to sicken me as well. So, all right, there you go. That is the comments. Let me tell you guys quickly what's going to go on. Solomon, welcome into chat, man. Hot Tub's back on Tuesday, Solomon, just to let you know. What happened to the days when cops would say, put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest? Now they're just slam people to the ground. Yeah, I mean, it's sad, Matthew. I mean, we're trying to make some change, K-Dot and I, and it's hard because you deal with the cops themselves, you deal with the politics and the politicians, and then you got to deal with detractors, and I'm not going to mention any of the detractors because they just make life difficult for everybody, and they're bootlickers. That's all it is. And I understand because I used to be more sympathetic back in the day until I had a cop pull a gun on me when I was 16 for supposedly smoking marijuana, which I wasn't doing at the time. My friend had a cigarette. Of course, a black guy. But that's the mentality that most people have. They view cops as heroes, and maybe there was a time when that was the case, but it's not that way, and it's definitely not that way. The vast majority are pigs. They're cockroaches, not even pigs. Pigs are too clean and cute to be cops. They're cockroaches. I love when Big Nick says that. So let me tell you about the week ahead. Hopefully I'll get the car and I'll be back out doing my thing. I am going to try to get some more information on the dispatch call and get some, because nobody left their name. They didn't leave a card for Bernie, which I briefed Bernie on how to handle those things after the fact. But in the moment, you kind of don't think about those things. But so there's just a lot more going on with that sub shop call and I'll put together a video after I get all the info and all that stuff. But I'm kind of handcuffed until I get a car, guys, and so it is coming. It should be here within 2 weeks. I know I've been saying that for the past month, but that's the bullshit that I keep getting from the dealership. So it's just, I'm at the mercy of the dealership, guys. That's all I can say. But I'll be back in force when I get that car, and I'll do a whole video on it too. Let me know when you need to call the dealership, MLH. Yeah, I might need all you guys to call the dealership. No, I'm kidding. I don't do that. Make sure you call thing. That could get you in a lot of trouble. Even if you were smoking a doobie, the gun was unnecessary and in dark. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even justified even if I was smoking a joint, which I definitely was not unindoctrinated. I mean, this was decades ago, guys. Literally decades ago. But that changed my feelings about the cops after that point. I'll tell you guys some stories another day. One with my mom in the car that was especially egregious, which I'll talk to you guys about. But I think that's going to just about do it for this week. I just want to say have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy the nice weather. I could tell, even though it's been in the mid 90s, upper 90s here in Denver, the weather is starting to change a little bit. So, get prepared for winter months if you're living in a county that has snow or whatever, and watch the kids. The kids are going back to school at the end of this month, if they're not back already. Please be safe and watch what you're doing when you're driving, especially around schools. Don't speed around schools. There's a reason why the speed limit is lowered around schools. I mean, you got little kids running around, you got high school kids, running around, and they don't always follow the rules. So it's incumbent upon you and me as adults to think for them and drive a little bit slower around those places, and be extra vigilant and watch out for especially the littlest of kids that like to pull out in front of cars, and just they don't know what they're doing. So just make sure to keep that in mind as you're driving and stuff like that. Obviously, mental health is important. If you guys are struggling with your mental health, reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that's all that matters. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion and you're still struggling, you're having a crisis, just remember, somebody out there thinks you're their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. There is a national hotline. It's 988. It's as simple as dialing 988 on your phone if you really need to talk to somebody urgently, or if you're uncomfortable with talking with somebody, you can also text that number and somebody will get back with you as soon as possible to help you through your issues. Licensed professionals. What else? Oh, mentalhealthchat.org and a bunch of other resources on any browser of your choice. Don't make any rash decisions before you talk to somebody. Okay? All right, that's going to do it for me. Gimmickless says, cops are like Batman making jokers. That's exactly right, Gimmickless, no doubt. And it's exacerbated by the disparity in money, the class warfare that we're going through. I mean, the rich keep on getting richer, the poor keep on getting poorer, and that's also exacerbating the issue. So anyways, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. I will be back on the road as soon as possible, making videos, cop watching, trying to make a big difference in the cities of Denver, Aurora, and the Denver metro area. Stay vigilant. Make sure you tell people about my channel, because the only way that this channel is going to grow is by word of mouth. I don't do the special extra tricks. I don't buy subs. I don't I don't go begging for subs. I don't do the normal things that other people do. I don't edit my videos. I don't make myself look better. I don't make the cops look worse than what they are. I mean, the camera does a good job of capturing all that. So if you like that type of content, please tell other people, even in casual conversations when you're talking with your friends or family, or and then tell them to do the same. If they like what they see, please pass that information along, etc., etc. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. I appreciate each and every one of you. I got to get out of here, so take care. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Later, everybody.